everybody, it's me again. Today I want to try something that I've never tried before. So what I did, I have a roll of a canvas with, on a roll. So I cut a piece. I'm not sure what the measurements are, but I had to put gesso on it because, of course, I purchased it without that. So that's what I'm doing here, applying the gesso in order to prepare it for the abstract piece that I am going to attempt. I've done abstract pieces in the past, but I've never done one like this before. So this will be my first attempt. So I put the gesso on and I spent some time off camera drying it. I used my blow dryer and I dried it. So here I am doing blue and I believe like a silver or a gray color to go with that, which now that looking back at it, I probably should not have used gray. I probably should have used another light color so that the total background would have been a little bit more lighter than here, because the gray kind of overshadowed the blue and made it kind of dark. But it still was okay. And then one of the things I probably should have done was painted the entire canvas, spread the color instead of just doing what I did. But, this is my first time doing one of these. So next time I will know better. This is like a learning curve for me. So I will definitely do another one of these so you can see the difference if I use light colors to start it off with. So see, I bought a whole packet of metal palette knives. They work better. And you can see one where my other hand is there with a brown handle. And I got some really neat ones that had different things you can use to make different designs on the canvas after you put the paint up. So I think I'm using orange, brown, I think purple and white, I believe, is what I started off with. Yeah, see, brown, orange, white, lilac or purple, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm spreading it nice and thick. And this is something I definitely need to practice more, like combining the paint like that on the canvas itself. Somehow, I don't know if I was doing it correctly, but I'll keep trying till I become a pro at this and make you some really nice abstract pieces. Yeah, so it turning out kind of orangey, and I didn't want. I guess the orange is dominating it this time. That's not what I wanted, but it's okay, We'll see how it turns out. That's from a choice that I made to use those colors. So, sometimes you really have to be careful of your choices. I mean, this is just a canvas, so it's no big deal. But sometimes in our lives, we make choices that, we don't think through. We don't think of, is this going to be good for me? Is it going to benefit me? Or is it going to make things worse for me? Is it going to cause me some type of complication in the future? Am I breaking the law? Am I hurting somebody else? Sometimes we don't always think through. And one of the things I know is sometimes our decisions are based solely on us and solely how we feel in the moment. A lot of us make decisions in the moment without thinking about how is this going to affect me a week from now, 2 weeks from now, or 5 years from now. And, by the time you realize how the effect it's going to have on you, it's too late because you've already done whatever it is you were going to do. So sometimes, and I see a lot of people make decisions when they are angry. One of the things I learned early in life, never make a permanent decision based on a temporary situation. Because you get angry with somebody, that anger is not gonna last. You're angry right then. One of the things I do, I get angry, I walk away. The people in my life that know me know that when I'm angry, just let me be. Because I found that if I try to resolve an issue when I'm angry, it never goes the right way, and people end up getting hurt, and I end up feeling a lot of regret. So I've learned in my years of living that whenever I'm really upset, to just walk away, sit down quietly and think through what's happened. And if you need to apologize, I don't have a problem apologizing to people. If I think about it and I feel like I've done something wrong, I even apologize sometimes when I just know I'm not wrong. But just to keep the peace, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to make it through the day with peace. Because as everybody knows, stress is a killer. I've seen people get sick. I mean, really sick, stressed out. So it really makes sense to really think of what you're doing before you do it, and not to keep making decisions in the moment, because decisions made in the heat of the moment, you always, 90% of the times, you regret them. So this, like I said, this is just a painting, but it just reminds me of how important decisions are. Because had I used a lighter color for the background, I would have gotten a completely different result. So what I've learned from this is, next time you do one of these, you think through your colors before you actually begin the painting, because I didn't do that. Usually I plan my videos to the point where I will write down like what colors I'm going to use, what colors for the background. When I do portraits, I say, okay, what color am I going to use for the hair? What type of skin tone am I going to give this painting? When I do my pour paintings, I always look at the combination of colors that I have, that I use, because I kind of try to see what I want the finished product to look like. So when you think about life, that's how your decisions should be made. You think them through and think of what the end result is going to be like. And if the end result is going to cause you more pain and suffering, then maybe that might not be a good choice. And always be willing to accept correction, especially from people who have been where you've been, people who have been through what you've been through. And be teachable. Be willing to learn. Be willing to learn from your mistakes. Be willing to allow somebody to say, hey, Wendy, that's a bad idea. Maybe you should try something else. Never go around thinking that you know everything. Because look at this painting. I don't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't really have anybody to ask. But as I look at the finished product, I see several things that I would do different the next time I attempt to do an abstract piece. So I try to use, my artwork as life lessons, as how could you have done this different? If I do something and it's a complete flop, because I do have those a lot, where I do something and I'm like, ain't no way, this is horrible. And I admit that to myself. I go to the faucet and I rinse off the canvas if it's colors that I can rinse off, because as you guys know, I do not waste anything. I do not throw away canvases. I don't waste paint. So there's been many times where I look at my painting and I'm like, ugh. And I'm always willing to accept when I'm wrong or when I've messed up. And that's also with your choices. Be willing to admit this was a dumb choice, and learn from your mistakes. That's another thing we don't do. We don't learn from our mistakes, because we go and we do the same thing again and mad when things don't turn out right. So anyway, this is coming down to the end. of this video. This is the finished product, and you know, looking back now, I probably should have used some more white and a little bit of black, because you know, I believe that black and white helps the colors to pop. So maybe after it's dry, I'll probably use some white and some black and just kind of, you know. But this is the end of the video. So I, once again, you guys, I always appreciate the fact that you watch my videos, and you know, just continue to take this journey with me. And you know, if this is the first time you're watching it, I thank you, and I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the video, and I hope you come back again, because I'm trying to do different things. So it would be nice if you would return to see my next video. Okay, so thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye now.